New South Wales creates a renewable energy sector board. Is this the 21st century version of the potato board? Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee, let's look at this news.com.au article which is discussing the New South Wales government appoints a renewable energy sector board. Hoping to find lasting jobs for people. Because that's how you create jobs, guys. You get a board of people, pay them money, and that job's just magic. It's got nothing to do with innovation or the market. No. The government maybe they're creating the jobs on the board. Does that count? I'm sure they already have lots of other jobs. Now, in some ways, I feel like, haven't even looked at the article, this feels like it's going to be a repeat of the potato board. Now, I've spoken about it before. You can see, a year ago, I did a rant about the state-controlled potato farms and then potato rent seekers. I did that well. I did a couple of them about the potato board in WA. If you haven't watched them, or if you're not familiar with the fact that we actually had a potato board in WA, we had a board regulating the growing of potatoes. Okay, this is the stupidest thing. I mean, come on, it's potatoes. Oh no, food stuff is cheaper for people. That's what happens. Competition. Deal with it. Okay. So don't kid yourself to think we're in some free market economy here in Australia, and all you socialist lefties, capitalism destroys opportunity. Nah, mate, lads, it's not what happens. It's a bunch of rent-seeking bureaucrats sitting on a board regulating the growing of potatoes. You can't get more socialist than that. Wait till they start going with their jackboots out to your farm and tick, you can only grow 3 potatoes there. I still, it feels like out of the medieval times. And this is just another bit of that, Again, another board of rent-seeking people that are going to go there and they're going to milk it. And we'll see if they actually make any bloody difference. Look at Victoria with these solar panels. Their solar industry is completely screwed because the incentives are so high that you get pretty much half-price panels. And there's only so many released every month. So, say you apply for it, you miss out, what are you going to do? You're going to pay double or you're going to wait another 30 days? You're going to wait another 30 days. So they've essentially capped their industry to a certain number of installations a month. It's decimating it. So all the people who are going, yay, we need these panels, and all the advocates in the industry that were lobbying for it, you've kind of limited the growth of your business now. That's what happens, guys. This is when you vote for government intervention in the market. It stuffs up. So let's have a look at this. I'm sure it's going to create millions of jobs, apparently, for the rent seekers. Lasting and lucrative jobs for New South Wales residents will be on the agenda of a group of energy sector representatives brought together by the state government. I don't know. It's just my experience on these panels and groups. They don't do anything. Our local member here at a political debate, he was just talking up all these panels and things he was sitting on. And I'm thinking, that's not work. That's not achieving anything, but then that's politics. He wasn't there to listen to all the debates about the criticisms of the cash ban. The Renewable Energy Sector Board announced on Tuesday will feature 12 members led by 2 co-chairs. We've brought all the key players to the table to make sure we don't miss any opportunities to support local jobs and industry as we modernise the state's energy infrastructure over the coming decades, New South Wales Energy Minister Matt Keane said in a statement. The Australian Workers' Union National Secretary Daniel Walton and Public Interest Advocate Centre Executive Craig Memory will chair the board together. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Don't we have a Liberal government in power in New South Wales? Our government spends huge amounts of taxpayer dollars on a variety of projects. Yeah, it'd be nice if they looked at reducing that spending. Maybe that'd be good. But far too often, local manufacturing has been overlooked and hasn't enjoyed the benefits of those initiatives. Yeah, because they're not competitive. It's not competitive, guys. That's the problem. You can't have it both ways. You can't have your luxurious lifestyle with all your cheap goods that you're using, and pay the same price for it. Here's the thing, if everything was made here, our quality of life would go down. One thing the pandemic has taught us is Australians want more opportunities and more things made here. Well, yeah, they do. Then do it. Then start up a business that does it. Then not set up a bloody board of people to do that. That's not going to do shit all. You know, you start up a business. But why would you? Why would you? Buy a house. Flip it. You know, negative gear it. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Who are the heroes that we see all through the media? What's everything focusing on here in Australia? Property, property, property. The board members will include top executives from unions, clean energy groups, big energy consumers such as manufacturing companies, among others. They include representatives from the Clean Energy Council, Transgrid, the Australian Steel Institute, the Australian Manufacturers Workers Union, and BlueScope Steel Australia. Other board members include representatives from the Referral Group, Energy Corporation New South Wales, and the Energy Consumers Australia. Asked what the greatest challenge for the board will be, relevance, Mr. Walton said, I would say one of the difficulties is getting all of the levers of government working together in the right direction to make sure that when we're going into major infrastructure projects, the benefits are provided to all New South Wales residents throughout it. Well, that's not possible. That's not going to happen. You can't do that. It's not going to be that efficient. This is what happens when you have a centrally planned economy, guys. Getting all areas of government working together and the committees singing from the same song sheet will be a great challenge, but will provide great benefits if done right. Mr. Walton said there would be a focus on creating jobs for the committee, which will meet at least twice a year and is expected to produce its first report to Mr. Keane by the end of next month. I know workers want certainty. They want to make sure they have good paying jobs now and into the future, and that businesses they work for want to make sure they have reliable and affordable energy, he said. It's funny that. I mean, is there going to be more push for renewables that are just not reliable? They're not reliable and they're not affordable. That's not questionable, guys. I mean, we'll have a look here. Let's bring up, right now, let's bring up our energy. Hang on. We'll bring up the energy markets in Australia, and we'll see how is, you know, our wind capital going right now in Victoria. Oh, again, every time I look at it, like, they're all green. Green isn't good. Green is bad. It means they're not producing much. 17%, 25%, 19% of capacity, 20% of capacity. And you think, oh, maybe they're not using the power. Oh, look, these coal plants are nearly at 100%. There you go. Look at all this infrastructure, guys. Look at it all. And these, to bring them down, you got to blow them up. You can't recycle them. They're not they're not without their embodied energy in just decommissioning the things. But there you go. That's what we're gonna have. I mean, here in where was it? In Hobart or Launceston? Launceston, where they have the Cadbury factory. Was it Lonnie or Hobart? Anyway, here down in Tasmania, when the Cadbury set up one of their first factories in Australia, it was because of the cheap electricity and the climate and access to milk. That's why. You know, these things make a big difference, guys. I don't know why we're putting so many wind farms in Victoria when we've got all the natural resources in the Gas Strait, but, you know, those are questions we're not meant to ask. So yeah, have a look at this, guys. We can go here. Here's the wind finder. Well, there you go. It's not going very fast, is it? What are we hitting? 11 knots? So, there you have it. That's my concern with this. It feels like it's weighed towards renewables. Is there anyone there with the expertise on nuclear energy here in Australia? Why aren't we exploring that technology? There's other economic benefits there. So these two issues will be big drivers, which will be the focus of a lot of members of our committee. And there are huge opportunities available to us if done right. What do you all think, guys? Do you think this is going to be something good? Will it have a benefit? Or is it just a 21st century version of a potato board? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links from Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can buy merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.